Are you tired of feeling overwhelmed by the daily grind inside your business? Imagine having more time to focus on what matters the most. In this video, I'll share the top 3 must-read books that will help you automate and streamline your business. From process optimization to leveraging AI, these books are going to be your roadmap to optimization success. Let's dive in. Hi, I'm Phil. I help businesses get up and running with AI and automation to help streamline the business, save time, and ultimately make more money. The top 3 books that I've read that's helped me systemize my business. So number 1 is a classic, and it is The E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. Now, you've probably heard about this book. So if you've heard the phrase, work on your business, not in your business, it comes from this book. The great thing about this book is they use a story framework to show you using a business model that you're probably aware of, that you understand, and then showing you how you working inside the business or just letting people run wild inside the business can be detrimental to your success. So if you're doing a lot of the work yourself and you're not documenting, you're not recording processes, you're not optimizing, you're not streamlining, you're not trying to batch create, you're actually causing yourself more work. You've not got SOPs, standard operating procedures, or system documents on how to do things. So it can lead you to that when you need to hire staff, it's difficult getting everything out of your brain and getting it across to the people that you're trying to work with. Also, as well, that they're going to in the book, is if you do get a top performer, someone that comes in and just makes it all work as if by magic, what happens if they leave? The whole business shuts down because you've not got the information from them into documents, into processes that you can then hand over to other staff, or that they can train other people up. So it's a great book about getting systems in place inside your whole business and getting the whole thing documented so you can focus on it from a high level point of view, not always being in the weeds and doing the work. You know, people like us that are early in the journey, it can be difficult because you're trying to balance both, thinking of it from a systems point of view and a business point of view and optimizing, but then you're actually doing the work yourself, so it can be quite difficult. So book number 2, it's another classic. So it's another one that's probably talked about a lot, Atomic Habits. The Postman, I don't know what he did, or Amazon Delivery, they've absolutely messed up the cover of the book. This is a great book as well, and this one is more about mindset and you as a business owner. I'm going to probably butcher the quote, but in Atomic Habits, they talk about you drop to the level of your systems. So it's not motivation, it's not discipline, not consistency. You drop to the level of the systems that you put in place, and also the habits that you're evolving into. And one of the overarching principles is trying to just get 1% better every day. It took me a couple of reads over 12 months to actually grasp quite a few of the concepts and take away things for myself in there. But for me, it's like a habit tracker that I've put in place, trying to just trim that down and what's the sort of 2-3 tasks that I need to focus on every day. So for an example, at the minute, it's creating content. To move the needle for me, this book's very sort of optimizing and operationalizing you as a business owner and doing the things on a daily basis, putting the systems in place for yourself, then using habit trackers to keep across it. I'll put a link in the description. I do have a habit tracker which I built off the back of reading this book, so you can download a copy yourself if you want one and get up there. I've also got another framework in there called the Getting Things Done framework, which I use to sort of try and manage my day from reading Atomic Habits. So the third and final book is The 4-Hour Workweek. Now this book holds a special place in my heart. So I still can't remember the timeline that led me to read the book for the first time. But in 2010, I downloaded it on my Kindle. I don't know whether it's because the tagline, escape the 9-to-5, live anywhere and join the new rich, really stuck with me. But I was frustrated, I was overworked, I was underpaid. And turning 30, I thought, this is what my life's going to look like. Sat working as a software developer for a small startup, for a small fast-growing business. And I thought, I'm just going to be sat here forever. And what the 4-Hour Workweek did, it kind of pulled back the curtain a little bit to show you that things are possible no matter where you are in your life and what you're trying to achieve with your business. There is a movement, a way forward, whether you're trying to start something for yourself or you're a business owner and you're working 8 hours a week and you're just flogging yourself and you feel like there's no end in sight. There is, and this is a great book. Even though this book is now getting on for, say, 20 years old, I think. Yeah, so it was. So it's 2007, was it? So the edition I've got is from 2011, and this edition was published in the original was published in 2007. So the other two books talk about operationalizing your business, systemizing yourself. This one is like, how can we start using things like AI and automation now, which is so prevalent and so easy to take it up and run with. There were software tools available back in 2007 to help you do this. And the book still holds true today. Again, one of the overarching concepts in the 4-Hour Work Week was this framework that he labeled DEAL. So DEAL. I'm going to start with L, which was liberation. And I'm not going to talk about that because it's not relevant to what we're talking about from this point of view. This is kind of like the liberation is the end goal of what you do, of the automation and all the tools that you're putting in place to try and streamline your business. That is the end goal. But the 3 steps before it are there to help you. So D stands for delegate. So what can you hand off to your staff? What tasks are you doing that you can hand off to virtual assistants or employees? So the second letter is E. So that stands for eliminate. What are you actually doing that you don't need to do? Now I'm going to go into a framework I've got in a second about how I think about these things. Do you need to actually be doing everything that you're undertaking every day, week, month? And finally, the last one, which is A, stands for automate. So now with the march forward of AI and these automation tools like Zapier, likemate.com, it's so easy to automate so much of your business. So many things that you need to do can just get handled by software nowadays. One little bonus thing I'm going to talk about that I've been using with people I'm working with is a framework very similar to DEAL, where you've got 4 parts. It's a 4-part quadrant where using the 4-hour work week principles of, delegate, automate, eliminate. How do you categorize your tasks into one of those 4 categories? So the way I've started thinking about it is, like I say, these quadrants. So, so you start across the top, which high impact, low effort, high impact, high effort, low impact, low effort, high effort, low impact, bit of a mouthful. But basically you want to try and list all the tasks you've got in your business, put them in one of these 4 quadrants, and then decide from there whether you automate it, eliminate it, delegate it. A lot of the times, a lot of the low impact tasks can just get completely forgotten about anyway, so we're trying to eliminate it. If you do want a bit of help figuring out where a task goes in the quadrant, reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help. If you enjoyed this run through the top 3 books to help you think about automation inside your business, give me a like, give it a comment. It gives me insight as what sort of content to be creating moving forward. Speak to you soon.